Alright, today we're looking at how to electrify a card. So we're going to combine art and science, and we're going to do some electricity. So this card, I've already got the foil in right here, and that's what I'm going to be showing y'all what we're going to be doing. So on the inside you have some information telling you what to do first, and there's a spot for a battery. This is where the light is going to go, and then we have our positive and our negative, and those two are kept separate. Just like on your battery, there's a positive side and a negative side. So the first thing we're going to do is use our foil, and this foil is an adhesive foil, and the reason we use this is to conduct the electricity. So we're going to take this, and you have to get it started, and we're going to lay it down right here to step number 1. And I'm going to pull this across. I'm going to press that down. Now, when you need to turn a corner, there's a little trick to it. What you do is go the opposite direction of the way you want to go and press it down. And then you should be able to make a smooth transition to go back up. So it's going to fold over. It's kind of like origami with tape. So that's going to fold over, and if it's a little bit off the lines, that should be okay. Whoops, mine's twisted. Oh no, this is what happens. And it broke, but I'm going to put it back down. It's a good idea if it doesn't break, then you know you have a better connection, but if it does, we will persevere. Okay, so I'm going to press that down with my nail. I'll smooth that out. And we have one more corner to do here for the opposite way. And it broke again. Okay, it's important to test your battery, and I'm going to use this little light bulb to test my battery. There's a positive side to the battery and a negative side. When you're looking at a light like this, the long piece of wire is the positive. So that must hit the positive side, and the negative hits the negative. Now I know that this battery works because I just tried it with here, so I know this is a good battery. And I want to make sure of that before I tape it in. So you can see here, there's 2 sections for your Scotch tape. Right here, I'm going to put this over to hold the battery in place, and so that it has a good connection to the foil tape. And then this one right here cannot go so high up that it covers the whole battery. It needs to hold the battery in place, but it needs to leave this section open so that the metal of the foil will touch the battery. Now, the light I'm using today is a Chibitronic sticker. There is a positive and negative side. So the negative side is where the point is, and that's going to go to the negative part of the battery. Now I'm going to press it down good. It's got a little sticker on it, but you don't want to bend it. If you bend it, it will break and the bulb won't work. So let's see if this works. Nope, it is not working, so something's wrong. So to problem solve, I'm going to go back and make sure all my foil is really stuck down good. We know that the battery is a good battery because we just tested it. And so we want to make sure our connection is good here and here. It's important that these 2 foil, if you saw underneath there, they were separated because if they were together, that would cause a short in the circuit and it wouldn't work. All right. So let's see if it's going to work now. If I press here and here, nope, it could be that my sticker is bad. So let me investigate that some. Okay, I had some trouble and I couldn't get the light to work. So there's something wrong with my foil. So remember how it tore? I'm going to try again and try to do it without tearing it this time. So I just took the old foil off, the one that broke, and I'm going to start right here this time and put my foil down. This must be, there must be a separation here where the battery is. These two can't touch. It will cause a short circuit. So I'm putting that down this way. Now I want to go fold it the opposite way, crimp it, and then bring it down. That went much smoother. It does help to practice some. And bring it down here. Do it the opposite direction. Crimp it, and then move it this direction. All right, so I'll use my nail to smooth that down. And just tear. Okay, that was the problem, is the fact that it's not a continuous strip. So now my light is coming on, my yellow light here. So I've been working on coloring this, and I decided to do the background with like a rainbow pattern. You may want to color your cat a certain way. It doesn't have to be realistic. It could be fun. You could draw a little emblem on the chest where it lights up. But you also need to use your scissors and cut out this little portion here, because this is how the battery is going to connect. The power is going to connect to the battery right here. So when you fold this over, look, it's glowing right there in the center. And you can see that better if I turn the light off probably and then make it dark. You can see it glow. So you could draw anything you want there. And you could put a message. You could write a message here. You could write a message over the cat. You could... Okay, so I have my two cards here. And I decided I would make this one say, stay close to people who feel like sunshine. I always encourage you to do this in pencil first and then go over it with a pen or colored crayons, whatever, color pencils, because you're trying to fit it in and you're trying to make it look symmetrical. So definitely do it with a pencil first. I'm going to go back in and color the word sunshine, but if I wanted to, I could glue this down so no one sees the inside, or I could fit a piece of paper over it like I said, but the battery has to stay exposed. So it glows right there in the center. And now I'm working on the other version, which is the Jaws version, and I've got on here you are jawsome. But there are different things you can make it say. You don't have to make it say this. You could look up on your computer you know, shark cards, or you know, cards, something about kitty cat. You could say have a perfectly great day. So there are many things you can make the cards say. That's up to you. But one thing I wanted to show you was how I'm layering my colors here. I'm using a yellow orange and a red orange to kind of color my letters in. You don't always have to color everything solid. You could make it kind of like an ombre effect. So that's what I was doing here. Kind of reminded me of the sunshine. Okay, for my Jaws card here, I'm going to start with the positive. Doesn't matter which one you start with. Press that down with my nail really good. Go back in the opposite direction of where I want to go. And then go, you just don't, if you can at all avoid it from breaking or cutting, that would be good. For this one, I've got to go back this direction. This was the tricky one I had before. Back the opposite way. Now this is a smaller piece, so this should be easier. Definitely want to put a break between the two here. And fold the opposite way I want to go. Oops, pulled that all off too quickly. And then back down. And smooth that down with money. I hope this works. I'm so excited. Got to get a battery. Okay, I wanted to show you the finished product here. I decided to embellish with the cheeks a little and the nose, and then I added the sun to the center, and I got my words colored here. I used only colored pencil on this because colored pencil won't weaken the paper. It'll make it more stronger because of the wax. So when you hit this, you can see it glows in the center. So stay close to people who feel like sunshine. And then for my jaws here, you are jawsome, and when you pinch right here, his eyeball glows red. So you might be jawsome because you're good to eat, huh? So anyway, you can see everything worked out okay inside, and if you wanted to, you could glue this down with a glue stick, and then just leave this part right here loose so you can pinch it. Same thing for the inside of this one, or you could cut a piece of paper in here to go over this, but the battery has to stay exposed if you wanted to write a message inside. And then you'll want to have a little window for the light to also show. So either way, this could be like a little postcard, and then you just, whenever you pinch it, it comes on. All right, I hope you enjoy doing this activity, and that you can find some extra creativity with electricity in your artwork.